Hey, what's up guys? I'm Kyle and I'm going to be reviewing Ecom Accelerators by Jordan Welch. So you're obviously here because you're looking for a way to make money online, whether it be dropshipping, affiliate marketing, etc. Before I get into my review, I'm going to expose you to one more model that you likely haven't heard of before. And it's the model that I've been doing for the past 5 years. So I'll get to the review, just let me tell you about what I do real quick. So what I do is I rent websites to business owners for monthly recurring passive income. So let me explain to you how that works with an example, but if you want a more detailed breakdown, there is a link in the description that breaks down how this business model works in more detail. It's not just a sales page, it's got a lot of info on how this works and videos as well. So what I do is I'll build a site for something like tree service in Portland. I'll build a 1 to 5 page website that advertises tree services in Portland. Very generic, no branding or anything like that on it. So I'll build that site and then I'll do what's called search engine optimization on that site, which basically helps me get the site ranking on page 1 so that whenever somebody searches for tree services in Portland, my site shows up right there at the top of page 1. So when my site starts showing up on page 1, that's when calls start coming in through my little dummy number I have on the site, which I could auto forward to anywhere I want. So when those calls start coming in with people looking for junk removal services in Portland, I let those calls go to voicemail at first. But in the meantime, I'm calling up actual junk removal companies and being like, hey, I got this website. It's getting like 50 to 100 leads a month for junk removal services in Portland. Do you think I could just send them to you for a week? Because I'm not a junk removal guy and I can't take these jobs, so I might as well send them to you. Usually, the business owners are like, yeah, for sure, because you're not making them sign anything, you're not taking any credit card information, nothing. It's just free leads. So they're willing to give you a shot. You hook them up to the calls, 7 days goes by, and usually, if they're a competent business owner, you call them up and they've closed a few jobs and they've made some money off you for free and they think you're some type of miracle. So at that point, you're not really having to do any sales because they saw the product. They saw what you're offering and you gave it to them for free. They've never experienced something like that before in their life. So all you have to do is pitch them a number. Maybe you pitch them $1,000 a month. Maybe they'll negotiate you down to $800 a month. Take it, all right? Because right after you take that money, that $800 a month, and you take their credit card information, that's when this business model becomes completely passive because you have their credit card information, the site's ranking, it's auto forwarding calls to the client, it's hands off after that, and you have these sites for years and years like a piece of real estate. I still have my first client that I got 5 years ago. He's been paying me every month to this day. You can imagine what the possibilities are if you build out a little empire of these sites. It genuinely works. We all use Google. You can go verify it yourself. If there's a site on page 1 of Google, you're likely calling it. But this has been my explanation of it, but there is a link in the description with a more thorough breakdown of how this works. All right, so I highly recommend you check out that link if you're looking for a new business model, but now onto the review of Ecom Accelerators. Today I'm taking a look at a course called Ecom Accelerators by Jordan Welch. If you've been on YouTube looking into dropshipping or Shopify, chances are you've come across Jordan before. He's one of the more well-known names in the e-com space. So this course is meant to take you from zero to running a full-blown Shopify store. It's an 8-week program and it covers everything from picking a winning product, building your store, launching ads, mostly Facebook, and then scaling things up from there. You also get access to a private Discord group, weekly Q&A calls, and a few bonus modules like a case study on how Jordan built a 7-figure store himself. Now, the price tag, it's not cheap. The course costs $997, and that's just for the course. You're also expected to budget another $1,000 to $2,000 for things like product testing and ad spend. So if you're tight on funds, this might not be the best place to start. One thing that stands out with Jordan's approach is how much emphasis he puts on Facebook ads. He really believes Facebook is still king when it comes to paid traffic, even though a lot of people are jumping ship to TikTok or influencers. So if you're someone who wants to master Facebook ads and learn how to scale that way, this course could be a good fit. But let's talk downsides. For one, this is definitely a beginner-friendly course, but it's still dropshipping, and dropshipping is not easy. There's tons of competition, shipping times can be slow, and margins can get squeezed really fast. The course doesn't really solve those fundamental problems. You're still playing the same game everyone else is. Also, the business model here is very dependent on paid ads. So if your ads don't hit or your product flops, it can get expensive fast. There's no deep training on organic methods or long-term brand building. It's very focused on finding a trending product, testing it with Facebook ads, and scaling quickly. That said, Jordan is a legit guy. He's built real stores and he shares a lot of free game on YouTube. The course itself is well produced and organized, and the Discord community is active, which helps when you're stuck or need feedback. So overall, Ecom Accelerators is a solid course if you've got some budget to test products and you're laser focused on learning Facebook ads. But if you're looking for a more sustainable long-term brand building strategy, or you're not into high-risk paid traffic, you might want to explore other options. So that was my review of Ecom Accelerators. Like I said before, the business model I endorse is renting websites to small business owners for passive income. We have a link in the description. Check it out. If it piques your interest, awesome. If not, no worries. Go down the ecom route. This is just what I do, and I want to expose you to as much as I can. So good luck out there. Check out the link in the description and hope to see you in the community. Bye.